And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Eric Bledsoe.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And then there's Steven Adams, then there's Bledsoe, and for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends. Kevin, it could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Simmons, the bounce pass. Got a piece of it. Hangs in the air. Pelicans pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
Ingram wide open. Offline with his 3. Now Simmons in the game against Boston. Very impressive. Here's Milton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
What's up? By Simmons. And there's the feed to Adams. From outside the arc. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Knocks down the 3 ball.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Here's Milton. Embiid trying to break loose. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, no basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Guarded by Simmons. Offensive rebound.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
1:16 left in the first. Left block shot on the way. The rebound by Steven Adams. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. He throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
So it's the Pelicans now after Ben Simmons' bucket. Good on the shot.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Bounce pass from Milton. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Over Williamson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bledsoe looking around and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Harris against Williamson. Harris kicks to Simmons. 2 on the clock. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Simmons got his second basket.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Hernan Gomez. Ingram is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
Timeout.
It sure seems that way. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. The 76ers making a change here. Harris has checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for New Orleans. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Here's Harris. The rebound by Johnson.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Hart, no good. The 76ers lead. There's the steal. Out to Ingram. Lets the three fly. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Hayes throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here is Hill. Here's Harris. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's not going to go for him. 76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Green dishes to Harris. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. 76ers on top. They're up by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the opposite end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Ingram, the shot misses. And Philadelphia the other way now. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And last season, Korkmaz played his way into the starting lineup. He can be explosive with his shooting.
Yeah, it made sense. The team needed shooting. Korkmaz, he's a good complement to the core of the 76ers. Opens up so much space with the shooting.
Very good. Think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 3-point lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Passes it to Adams. Ingram with it. 7 points in the game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
New Orleans shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
One shot.
And Adams, no good on that one. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
The putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And the 76ers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. The 76ers leading by 3. Outside Portis. Outside Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Inside. And they double up Embiid. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
And really a high flyer with those go-go gadget arms. Bledsoe right on top of that shot, making an impact at the defensive end.
Here's Williamson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Williamson's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're in.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Bledsoe with it. Picked up by Portis. Shots good by Bledsoe.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here's Korkmaz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the pass to Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bledsoe outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Bledsoe, defended by Milton. No good from Bledsoe. Hill left side. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. James Johnson is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Hayes, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 5. And the basket by Hill.
And the floater, very much part of Hill's repertoire. I mean, at his height, that's a useful shot.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Hart. Here's Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Harris with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Here's Korkmaz, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pelicans trail by 8. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. No good from Bledsoe. The 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll, and the basket is good. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Bledsoe, and yes, it's good. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Korkmaz, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Maxey, and it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pelicans trail by 9. Wide open look. And Simmons with the rebound. 76ers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 10. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Harris finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris, no good. And it's the Pelicans ball, trailing by 10. And the jam by Bledsoe.
I mean, he looks like a running back in the open field. Bledsoe likes to take advantage of fast break opportunities.
Passes to Korkmaz. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And it's Williamson missing. Here's Korkmaz. Simmons inside the line. Kept alive. Embiid. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.